we can talk about the border issue all we want in America and about Mexicans pouring over the border and from South American countries pouring over the border, but we don't have diametrically opposed ideology with Mexicans and with people that are coming in from Venezuela, wherever it is that they're coming from. They still, they still hold Western principles and Western ideals. But when we talk about the migrant crisis in Europe, we're talking about a flood of people coming in that believe in Sharia law. Is that problematic when the birth rate in the Muslim community is quadruple what it is in the European community?
Allow me to surprise you and also answer your question at the same time. Not only is it problematic for Westerners and non-Muslims, it's problematic for the Muslims who have already migrated and assimilated into the West. So now Muslims are leaving their mosques because there's a new group of Muslims who now want to, because when a migrant comes, what do? They look for the first mosque because that's where the Muslims are. They come into a Muslim community that's completely developed, doctors and engineers and, teachers, and they come from the boat, welfare, get a right, come into a mosque and expect to be accepted. These expectations have destroyed the Muslim community. The Muslims themselves are suffering.
Right, the assimilated Muslims.
Yes, and sometimes we're not talking 5, 10 families. These are hundreds and thousands of families who are moving now outside the suburbs because they're sick and tired of running into people they don't like. We ran away from you to come here. Now you're coming back here.
Right. And it's funny that you say that because I have spoken about it, but I had a Muslim roommate for 2 years. She was from Canada. Lovely girl. I mean, really just the kindest heart. We became the best of friends when we were in New York. And she would talk about this. Like she'd say, I'm Muslim, but, not like that kind of Muslim. She always made that differentiation. She went to mosque every Sunday and, she definitely wanted to marry someone.
Every Friday.
She'd go every Friday, and what it showed me is that she had never been to the Middle East. She grew up born in Canada, and she would always be in her language. She would be cautionary and say, not like that kind of Muslim, which is really interesting because you're almost hitting at that there is sort of this war, not a cultural war, if you will, going out, that when you have this flood of migrants who are coming from these territories and living in a different way, and there are people that have assimilated and there are Muslims that have assimilated, it does sort of disrupt even within in the Muslim community.
It's starting all over again.
Right.
When the Muslims first came, the assimilated ones now, when they first came to the West, there was a struggle of who are you? Why do you look different? Why do you dress different? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Be like this. And then the second, third generation came, and now they're on the same page with the rest of the kids in the classroom, the people at work. All of a sudden, a new wave comes, and it's starting all over again. And this time, there's technology, there's YouTube, there's Twitter. This time, what the first people had to go through was locally. Now it's globally. There's an extremist in France destroying the statues. And the video goes viral. Why? Because according to him, this is an idol. And Abraham destroyed the idols and we need to destroy the... So with technology, this bad reputation is affecting all of the Muslims, including the assimilated ones. When I sit with Muslims, no cameras, just us together, the way they talk, anybody who would listen to them from outside the religion would say, these people, they are so sick and tired of their religion and so sick and tired of their own community and sick and tired of their background and their family. And I think it's the worst time to be a Muslim right now.